I will let you know on the ground beneath you.
Hello you lot, Miller Corner here, welcome back once again and welcome to 1,000 subscribers. That's right, it feels like only 5 minutes ago I did the 500 subs Q&A and now we're at 1,000 and that's awesome. That is really, really cool. And to celebrate, we are going to be doing a few different awesome bits on the channel over the next few weeks. But first of all, I thought as well as revealing the new project, which you've hopefully seen by now, if not, I'll leave a link on the screen somewhere, go and watch it because it's awesome. But also I thought it's about time we did another Q&A. But since I thought we did the one last time with me sitting in my bedroom just talking to the camera, old school style, today we'll do something a little bit different. So I've brought with me my best mate, Ed. Say hello.
Hello.
Hello, hello. And basically we've known each other for years, like 15, 16 years now.
We literally met in our first year of school.
Our friendship is probably nearly as old as this car is. There you go, that puts it into context for you. But anyway, we are on a road trip today. We're going to various different places. So I thought, because obviously I can't look at my phone while driving, because don't do that, that's illegal. I've got Ed here as Grand Quiz Master. And I put out a post on my Instagram to say, post some questions. And thankfully, enough of you answered that I suppose we can get a Q&A out of it.
Also, thank you everyone who's got a name that's completely illegible. You bought this on yourself.
Now, yeah, just a word of warning now, he's probably going to butcher some pronunciations here, but I will be putting everyone's Instagram names who asked a question, thank you to everyone who asked, on the screen, so you can go, hey, that was me, I asked a question. So without further ado, kick the questions.
Okay, so Gurjan Orsell.
We're off to a good start.
Gurjan Orsell asked, will you ever buy a Panda 100 HP?
Will I ever buy a Panda 100
Sounds like a
HP?
Pokemon.
Will I ever buy a Panda 100 HP? So for those of you that don't know the Fiat Panda 100 HP, I've put some B-roll on the screen now of what it looks like. No. I really, really like the Panda 100 HP. It's a really cool little hot hatch, and as I said in the Festival Italia video, it's a really funky, fun little car. But with the Super Seicento back up together, that, in my opinion, is going to be more my kind of car and a damn sight cheaper than a Panda. But if I can get hold of someone who's got 100 HP, I'd love to drive it. I'd love to do a comparison for a video. So if you've got one, get in touch. Let's make it happen.
Steph Ab TV.
Steph AB TV. Cheers, Steph. Mud, how you doing?
What YouTubers do you want to do a collab with and why?
Now, this was an interesting one. I read this before and I was like, that's actually a really good question. First of all, Steph, without wishing to climb too far into your backside, I want to do a collab with you. Steph, for those of you that don't know, he's really into his Abarths and his Fiats and his Italian cars. And if you couldn't tell, that's me as well. So, Steph, once you've got your new car, bud, let's make it happen. Collaboration. Who else? I'd like to do a collaboration with Alex Paynos. We've also talked about that. That's going to happen very, very soon. And Brad, BWTV, we are hopefully going to do some bits in the future as well with his Golf, as well as Jack from Catalytic. We want to go and do a track day in his R32. That's going to be mental because Jack, your R32 is mad. And yeah, a few other YouTubers. But if you want to do a collaboration, get in touch. I'm always open for more people being on the channel.
So Tom Ridley 1905, thank you for having a name I can pronounce.
Cheers for that, Tom.
What do you think about the base model S and SX? Damn it, I can never pronounce the name of your car.
We've hit an issue here in that he can't pronounce Seicento. The base model S and SX. Seicento. This one, this car.
Yes.
What do I think about the S and SX? I like them. I'll be honest with you. I'm obviously going to say the Sporting is the best because it is. Because you get a few nice extras, the nice seats. You can have.
Is that because you're driving it?
Well, yeah, but
if you're going to be a biased scumbag, at least admit that you're a biased scumbag.
I'm not being biased. I'm just saying the Sporting genuinely is the best one. But the one advantage you do get with the SX and the S models, because they're more basic, because you get less features, they are more lightweight. And let's be honest, if you're going to be making some sort of racy track car, you're going to want to pull as much weight of it. You're going to change suspension and stuff like that. So actually, if you're going to do a track car, I would recommend probably an 1100cc S or SX because they're just that little bit lighter and you do get a little bit less weight on board, so faster. So if you want a race car, the S and SX, nothing wrong with them. But if you are buying a Seicento, the more basic ones, there's not a great deal of price difference. So if you're not making a track car, I'd stump up for a Sporting. They're not that much more money.
I'm expecting about 4 different answers for this next. So an R-Briner45 asks, what's your dream car?
My dream car? Okay, that is an interesting one. And basically, those of you that are familiar with the channel already know what my main dream car is, because if I ever have the means to do so, one day I do want to own a manual Ferrari 360 Modena. The coupe version, ideally red with the tan interior, the gated manual, is the dream. I literally have a poster of the Ferrari 360 on my wall. I absolutely just love it to bits, because that was my first supercar experience. On a bit more of a realistic scale, at the end of the day, and this might sound a little bit tragic, the Seicento Seicento. For me, the Super Seicento is my dream build because it's my kind of ultimate expression of what a road car should be, like a modified road car. So
yeah, one that struggles to get over every single bloody speed bump it hits.
He doesn't promote lowering cars, and you know, I've not been the best advert for that.
No, you really haven't.
But I haven't stanced it yet. I will never stance it. I will never be stancing it.
For anyone who cares, my dream car is the 60s Batmobile. Anyway, APM1985 asks, how's the car?
Oh, so that's Alex. That's the guy who runs Surrey Carmi. He's the guy who had the 600 horsepower Nissan GTR. So cheers for that, mate. Going pretty well. Since you saw the last video of the Super Seicento being rebuilt, not a great deal's happened to it, actually, to be honest with you. I've done the interior bits. It's mostly been a case of buying parts and finding the time to do stuff to it. So yeah, there's more videos coming. Once it's back on the road, you guys will be the first to know. But thanks for asking, mate. It's going well. I'm excited. It's going to be good.
Okay, James Croft has asked what your favourite Japanese car to use as a daily driver.
That's a bit of a prompted question, that, because for those of you that don't know, James actually owns a very specific Japanese car as a daily driver, which you will have seen in the I organised a car meet in 5 hours video. He owns a mildly modified Suzuki Swift Sport. So bearing in mind that he is listening to this, I'm going to say that my favourite Japanese car to use as a daily driver is indeed the Suzuki Jimny.
DLW2810 asks, how many attempts did it take to pass your driving test?
So I have actually documented this way back in the day when I first started up this channel, and it wasn't even entirely to do with cars, yeah, that long ago.
So in other words, no one will have bothered watching it because it's old and the quality was probably worse.
Well, this is it. I made that video at a time when I believed that I was good at videography, editing and acting. At the time, and in that video in particular, I wasn't. But I have actually made a video about passing my driving test, about all the effort it took and my experiences with it. First time I passed my test, but I did hear such expressions from my examiner, I think by the skin of your teeth and that scraped through were two expressions that I recall.
What about the actual bit of like on road signs?
Theory test, again, I have to be honest, I only just barely passed my theory because I won't lie, I just come from work on the day and it had a bit of a stressful day. But yeah, passed that first time, so yeah, first time.
Okay, Ed Hoop, I love your name and that's why I'm going to curse your name. Shut up. That's why I'm not going to curse your name for asking why I genuinely can't pronounce Seicento.
Right, say it with me. Seicento.
Seicento.
There you go. Why Seicentos? So, simple answer. I've already kind of answered why it was my first car in the 500 subs Q&A. If you haven't already seen that, go and watch it because I answered it there.
It was cheap and not completely abysmal?
It was cheap and it was kind of different and fun. As far as why I love them so much, simple answer, they're just fun. As a stock car for the money, they're really, really good fun. It's everything we love about a Mini. So it's lightweight, it's fun, it's chuckable, but they don't cost nearly as much as Minis. Like an equivalent Mini, we're going through a tunnel. Woo, and we're out of the tunnel. So anyway,
ow, the devil hurts my eyes.
He's gone blind. The thing is with Seicentos, they're a very similar experience to a Mini in a lot of ways, a classic Mini that is, but whereas a classic Mini, a good condition one will be like £4,000 or £5,000, you can get a good Seicento for sort of 500 quid. So they've got loads of character, they're fun to drive even as a stock car, they're fairly plentiful, it's not too hard to find a good one, although it is getting harder, they're cheap and they've got character and they're a bit different. As you probably know from this channel, I'm all about being different, even you know that. I mean, I love them enough that I wear t-shirts with Seicentos on them, so I've got a lifelong love with these cars.
Since that's the shirt you were wearing the last time I saw you, I'm also not convinced you don't just have an entire wardrobe on.
Who's to say I don't?
Harley Ma asks, will you buy a classic car one day?
Will I buy a classic car one day? Yes. Yes, I will. I did a whole video on obviously cheap, affordable classic cars. There was the Triumph Spitfire, which I know you like, the Mercedes W123, which I know you like, and the Fiat 126, which I like. So yeah, I'm not going to deny. I think obviously I should put money where my mouth is and buy a classic car, and one day I will. Not yet. I've got more stuff to do with the Seicento and with the new project and other bits and pieces, but for sure, one day I will buy a classic car and I will document a young person living with probably a very cheap classic car, knowing me, and the, shall we say, pros and cons of cheap old car ownership. So expect a lot of tinkering, expect some rust, and expect some breakdowns and me doing some stupid stuff. But yeah,
expect the breakdowns to happen while it's raining out as well, because we live in Britain.
And I'll undoubtedly buy a convertible with a leaky roof or a roof that doesn't work. But yeah, one day a classic will come to the channel.
Okay, Reese Higgins asked a question I actually know the answer to. How long are you planning on keeping the Super Seicento?
Alright, do you want to answer that one for me then?
I don't think he's ever planning to get rid of it if he can help bit.
No, you're absolutely
Bearing in mind, this thing wrecked in Germany and he's still trying to put it back together.
This is it, it's true. No, you're absolutely right. So basically, when it's been rebuilt on the new shell, I'm never getting rid of it. It's going to be my forever car. I'm going to keep it forever, provided it doesn't get wrecked again, which is not going to happen ever. I'm not jinxing that, because there are still lots of things I want to do that haven't happened yet, which I'm coming soon. I am going to keep it forever. It's my forever car, because for me, nothing else can replicate that experience, and that's what being into cars is all about. Like, it's not necessarily the most sensible decision or the most financially stable decision to make, but it's my forever car. There you go. I'm never getting rid of it. Thank you, Sanav.
Seicento life, and no, I'm not mispronouncing that, that's how it's spelled. I've wanted a Seicento for 2 years. What's your ownership experience been like?
My ownership experience of a Seicento, it's actually been really, really good. The major cons are people shouting bus wankers at you, which, you know, you've borne witness to that. The pros are pretty much everything else. They're fun, they're different, they're quirky, there's ambulances that drive past you and wreck your video. They're fun to drive, they're super cheap to run, they're easy to modify, they're just brilliant, they're good fun. For me, they're one of the best small cars about, probably the best first car you can get. Recognise it for what it is. It's not a Grand Tourer, and it's certainly not for driving 1,000 miles through Europe. Not that anyone would ever do that unless they were incredibly stupid. You'll be pleasantly surprised at what they're capable of doing. Brilliant car, I love owning it.
Seicento top, best and worst part of Seicento ownership. I swear I'm not doing this on purpose.
This pronunciation's getting worse. So best part of Seicento ownership is how much fun they are. They're stupid. You will admit this.
In 1/4 of a mile at the roundabout, take the second exit.
We're now into a bit in town where the sat-nav's going to be interrupting regularly, so join us after this jump cut. Okay, we're back. Jump cut. Carry on.
Okay, so for about the 4th time now, Seicento Tom, best and worst part of Seicento.
I'll put the word down below. You know the word, but I'll put it on the screen. Ownership. So the best part is how much fun they are. They are just good fun cars. They're light, they're chuckable. They've got character like Italian cars do, and they're quirky. And I'm all about different and quirky cars. So that's the best part. The worst part, and I've kind of documented this before, is how people don't take them seriously. There's a lot of people just, it's crappy little Fiat, and you know, it's slow and whatever, it is crap. And I think that's the problem. It's one of these cars that people don't get until they've been in one and driven one and experienced one. When are you going to give your mum her car back? And when are you going to buy a real car and all this kind of thing? Just go and experience one. That's all I'm going to say. Go and experience one. Go and drive one. Even if you just drive a stock one, just do what you have to do with Italian cars. Wring its neck, and you still won't break the speed limit, and you'll have the biggest grin you've ever had on your face in a car with your clothes on. That's all I'm going to say. They're brilliant.
Just me, Josh C. Best part of doing YouTube?
That's a good question.
As we all know, it's pleasing the advertisers.
Best part of doing YouTube. I'll tell you what I'm going to say, and this is going to sound really cheesy and really tragic. Someone's excited about something, you just don't get it. And, and they say, I wish I could see the world through their eyes or be in their shoes. So
me, whenever I open my crap about what I've been watching recently.
Well, exactly, because he's really into anime and stuff. I'm not a huge fan, so when you're excited about and you see some, you know, of whatever Japanese anime you watch, I don't get it because it's not my kind of thing. That's my favourite thing about doing YouTube, because, like, take for example Festival Italia that I went to. There will doubtless have been people that went there and filmed a video and they showed all the supercars, they showed the Ferrari F40s, all the Aventadors and everything, that kind of stuff. I didn't. I showed one Ferrari 360 and I briefly showed the F40, but mostly I focused on old Alphas and Fiats and Abarths and stuff, because that's what I'm interested in. What I like about YouTube, I can show you the world of cars through my eyes, and it kind of shows what interests me, and that's not necessarily £500,000 supercars, it's just different quirky fun cars, and that's my favourite thing about YouTube, in all honesty, is showing you guys the world of cars through my eyes, and I really hope that you enjoy seeing it, but apparently 1,000 of you do, so there you go. My favourite thing about YouTubing is showing you the world of cars from my point of view, and I'm so glad that you're joining me on all my adventures, because it shows what my relationship with cars is and why I love cars, and that's what we're all here for at the end of the day. It doesn't matter whether you're into cars or not, we're all here for a good time, and that is my idea of a good time.
And because my idea of a good time is reading this name stupidly, I'm going to read out all the underscores in this. Prit_stick_my_God asks, how was your day?
What a name!
Asks, how was your day?
How's my day been? Well, the day you asked that question, which would have been about 3 days ago, was pretty decent. Work dragged on a little bit, but yeah. As for today, going well so far, would you reckon?
You had breakfast at an all-you-can-eat buffet.
Yeah, that's a good start to the day, I don't care who you are. Apart from the mild irritation of being in traffic right now, it's going well, thanks, dude. How's yours?
Last question, actually.
Oh, last question. Dun dun dun, it better be a good one.
Weird Little Me _98 asks, how does it feel to have 1,000 subs? The thought occurs this probably should have gone first.
Do you know what? I deliberately put this one last because It feels brilliant. Genuinely, I'm going to get serious and emotional. No, I'm not going to start crying. Can you bring out your little violin? But no, in all seriousness.
Side note, I can actually play violin.
He legitimately can.
Not well, but I can play.
I can attest to that. You literally can play the violin.
Don't anymore, though.
Don't anymore.
Never again.
It's probably a good thing. But when you actually think about 1,000 people in one room, and all of those people watch my stuff, that is awesome. So the fact that over 1,000 of you, probably more like 1,100 by the time this video actually goes out, take the time to watch this idiot just parade a camera around and talk about random cars, that's awesome. So from me, a massive thank you to all of you. Thank you for following me on this adventure. I hope you follow me for what's to come, because there's been some fantastic times so far. I've loved meeting some of you and talking to you about your cars. There's a lot to come, and I want to give back to all of you. So in truth, it feels awesome to know you're all on this journey with me, and there's plenty more to come. So if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe, because there's loads to come. I'm stoked.
And thanks for putting up with me and my inability to pronounce the word Seicento. The ending was almost perfect.
You had one chance. That is 1,000 subscribers. Thank you all so much for coming this far. On the way, I will see you at 2,000. But for now, there is so much to come with the new project, with the with the Super Seicento, with all sorts of other stuff.
This video does not want its ending to be perfect, does it?
I've just seen there's an ambulance in the rearview mirror as well. Thank you all so much for joining me to this point. I'm so grateful for it. It's absolutely awesome. So this has all been as a result of you lot. I haven't subscribed to myself. You've subscribed to me. So this is all you guys. This is all you're doing. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. So Ed, thanks for coming along. Thanks for being Quizmaster. Do appreciate it.
Yep, no worries. It's better than you trying to do it on your own.
This probably would have been a horrible crash, at which point I would have probably ended at 1,000 subscribers. On that note, thanks very much for watching, everybody. Make sure to subscribe if you're not already for all that is to come. Loads of epic automotive adventures and possibly some more videos with Ed, depending on how willing he is to have a camera shoved in his face again.
I'm okay with that.
Loads of stuff to come, and I can't wait. The new project, the Super Seicento, and plenty of other automotive adventures. So make sure you subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you are notified when a new Miller Corner video is released. But for now, thank you all so much for watching and subscribing and supporting the channel up to this point, and I'll catch you very soon. Have a brilliant rest of your day, everybody. See you soon, and have a good one.
Seriously, how hard could it be to say I cannot pronounce this shit.
Seicento. Got it? See, you can say it slowly.
Seicento.
It's like teaching a child how to speak.
Again, I was hoping I'd get it right that time when I said it at the end.
That would have been a good way to end the video, but I don't think you know how to pronounce words, unfortunately.
No, I don't.
But there you go. We can work on that. You'll have the biggest grin you've ever had on your face in a car with your clothes on.
You haven't done anything in this car, right? Because if I have, I feel very bad about sitting in this seat.
Right, 1, no, and 2, I'm cutting that out of the video.
Better make it into the bloopers.